on Nerfateria Island, on Nerfateria Island.
Hello Nerdfighters, I'm actually making a video this week. I'm not dead! However, it is Thursday, so I'm late. I am filling in today for Dave since he was not feeling up to vlogging this week, which is completely understandable. I think that's why Angry Goth Kid is on hiatus. Anyway, I'm going to try and be more regular about my uploading and posting and whatnot from now on, so I'll try and get on that from here on out. Anyway, this week's topic was dating advice. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I have so much. Because, like, for some reason, for the past several years, people have been coming to me for dating advice, which I don't understand. I'm like, because until my first year of college, I was perpetually single. Like, I had literally never dated anybody. The only people I'd ever kissed were either on stage or in a game of Spin the Bottle, which neither of those situations really count. So I don't know, but people have been asking me for dating advice, and I've given it, and it's typically been pretty sound advice because I'm a smart lad with a good brain. Anyway, one of the biggest things that you need to keep in mind, the big thing here, is to remember that you are a person who is worthy of respect and love and all that good stuff. You are a human being and you deserve respect. So is your partner. And if your partner's not giving you that respect, then the relationship isn't worth it. And if you're not respecting your partner, you better stop, or they're gonna dump you and I'm not gonna feel sorry for you at all. Now I'm not gonna go into huge, dynamics of the relationship because that would take forever. But that, I just need to get that out of the way first. That's the big one. Now that being said, basic tips, I guess. Now if you're single, learning to differentiate between different kinds of flirting is a very useful skill, because there's a difference between friendly, like, flirting type of thing, like you just get really close to people and you're just like, hi there, and being really touchy, tactile with your friends. That's one thing. It's quite another to be flirty for the sake of wanting a relationship with somebody, and it's another thing entirely to be flirty with somebody just for the intention of wanting to have sex with them. All of these are valid ways to express yourself, and none of them is better than the other. I don't think seeking a full-time relationship is any more or less valid than seeking a one-night stand. As long as you're safe and everything's consensual and all that stuff, I don't care what you do, for the most part. As long as everybody is respected and safe, do what you're gonna do, that's your decision. And be honest about your intentions. And don't say, oh yeah, I totally want a relationship, if you really don't. And if you want to keep it casual, make sure they know. Because, there's nothing wrong with a casual relationship. They are not inherently less valid than a more long-term one. They probably aren't going to last as long, and the dynamic may change to something either into friends with benefits or dissolve entirely or get more serious. It's typically a more transitory period, but that doesn't make it invalid or wrong in any way. And trying to hide that you want something more casual is a bad idea. Just in general, lying to your partner or partners or potential partner is a bad idea. About anything. Just don't do it. Don't say that you don't want a birthday present if you do. Don't say you love The Notebook when your idea of a good time is watching Quentin Tarantino movies all night. Don't pretend to know anything about fencing if you don't know anything about fencing. Don't fake orgasms. Don't lie to your partner. Just don't. It's not a good idea. it's going to get you into trouble, and it's going to make both of you unhappy, because whether or not the truth outs, you've got to live and maintain a lie now, and that's just stupid. And it's going to get you in trouble, especially if it does out, because then they're going to be like, why'd you lie? Like, what? What were you so afraid of that you had to lie to me? And that shows a lack of trust. And in any kind of relationship, a level of commitment and trust should be maintained. Now, if you're going to go into a polyamorous relationship, which is, again, perfectly valid and totally fine, for the love of God, communicate with your partners. All of them. Like, be totally honest and communicate with them. Now, if you want a video specifically about that piece of information, just click here. You can put a little annotation there, and that's important. It's super important. Now, for you monogamous folk, if your partner does want to see somebody else, if you're not comfortable with that, let them know why. You know, just that's the big things: communication and honesty and respect. Those are the big things about relationships. And also, one of the things that I like to do when I know this video is running really long, I'll cut it off before 8 minutes though. One of the things that I kind of developed after a while was kind of a screening process. Like, I would get to know somebody before I would even consider going into a romantic or sexual aspect. Now, let it be known that I am the world's sluttiest virgin ever. I'm not anymore. I'm in a committed relationship right now, and so I have no desire to sleep with anybody who's not my boyfriend, and I can't because he lives in another country. It's great. Not really. That's another thing, long distance relationships are hard just because, like, you can't hold hands or anything. It's just But I mean, again, it's a perfectly valid relationship, and it you know, he and I love each other very much, and we function just fine. But anyway, if you just kind of look at somebody and you go, oh, well, they like me, so maybe I should give them a chance. That's not a good idea. You should consider why you might like them. You know, if a relationship is not bringing you joy, if your romantic relationship is not bringing you joy, it's not worth it. That's the big thing. So, yeah, the poly advice thing was back there in that annotation thing, and I will see the rest of the episode on Monday.